This week on the podcast, we're joined by comedian Billy Geyer, and we've written songs about the Santa Claus 2. Silent Night, Holy Night, all get coal from the Christmas Reich.
Nice.
Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are back once again this week talking about 2002's Santa Claus 2 with comedian Billy Geyer. Billy, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, guys.
We are so glad to have you. Billy is a comedian from Long Island. Gotta say it right.
Of course.
Yeah.
Andy, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you, Robbie?
I'm doing well. I watched the Santa Claus 2 recently.
Same.
Me too.
Guys, this is so serendipitous.
What a coincidence, guys.
Not a coincidence. I would have been pissed if one of you said you didn't.
I think it's ironic, right, Robbie? Wouldn't you say it's ironic?
It is like rain on your wedding day.
Yeah, it's like, a drawer full of spoons when all you need is a fork or whatever she says.
All you need is a knife.
Oh.
Whatever she says. Billy, can you do us a favor?
Yep. Can
you give out your socials and anything you'd like to promote?
Oh, of course. Well, it's Billy Geyer on Facebook, Geyer. Billy Geyer XOXO on Instagram. I have a few shows coming up December 21st at the Church of Satire. I believe it's in upstate New York. And February 8th at McGuire's Comedy Club in Bohemia.
Very nice. So check those shows out. Follow Billy on his socials.
Thank you.
The Church of Satire. Now, which saint is that?
I think it was like an old church that they made into a comedy club. I don't know. I've never been there yet. It's my first time, but it seems like a cool place.
Yeah, sounds cool.
They have like pews and stuff instead of like chairs. No.
Saint Onionist.
Saint Onionist.
That's the saint of satire.
Ah,
the onion.
Okay. Oh, very good. Very good, Robbie. You son of a bitch.
Have you guys ever seen the Santa Claus 2 before?
Yes. Sadly.
I think I have.
Yeah.
Because as I was watching, I was like, I've seen this.
Yeah, I had also seen this.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and I wish I didn't.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's 2 times too many for me.
Do you guys appreciate the original, the first?
Yeah.
I do, yeah. Yeah.
Me too. I love it. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies, so them making a sequel of it and it being so bad, it makes me extra sad.
You know what it is? It's this one is noticeably way more geared towards kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
it doesn't open up with legendary character Santa Claus dying.
Right. Right. It doesn't have any of that edge at all.
No. Not at all.
Yeah.
Charm of the first one is like it had some good jokes that everybody could laugh at, a kid to your grandma,
Right.
This one, it's more geared towards kids, and it's just lame. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
As long as in my eyes, I don't know.
But I feel like if I were a child, I'd be like, hell yeah.
You'd be in?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm not a child. Never was.
I started reading the reviews, and there was a bunch of reviews online defending it, saying that this was the better than the first one.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know how, but
that was you were on Tim Allen's Twitter.
Yeah. Yes.
Billy, can we ask you a couple of questions so our audience gets to know you?
Sure, I think so. Yeah, we could do that.
I got 3 questions for Billy. What about you, Andy?
I also have 3.
You want to go first?
All right, 6 questions. Okay.
Very good.
Sure, that's
Very
some
good at
quick
math on
math,
this
man.
podcast. Look at us.
Damn. Billy, what would you say your 3 favorite bands and or musical artists are? Top 3.
Top 3. Okay. So I've always been a big Nirvana guy. So Nirvana, since I was a kid, has been one of my favorite bands. Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Nice.
Old classic rock bands, just great songs.
Yeah.
The third, I'll say we'll put Biggie Smalls we'll go my 90s rap,
Nice. Nice.
And of course, we know number 4, right?
Oh, it's the Royds for sure, right?
It's the Royds.
You'd say. Yeah. We're usually number 4.
Oh, man.
We are
almost always number 4.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
It's usually only when prompted do people divulge that information.
Yeah, we usually have to really hint at it hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
what about you guys? What top 3?
Holy shit.
Well, number 1, the Royds, motherfucker. For me,
yeah.
Right now, it's gonna be probably Warren Zevon, A Tribe Called Quest, and The Who. The Who are always there, but those are probably the 3 I'm listening to the most right now.
Okay. But that doesn't. What about all time?
I mean, I don't know. I'll be honest. I find music kind of sucks. The older I get, the less I enjoy listening to music.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd probably put like the Beatles there, right?
Yeah, I'd probably the Beatles, The Who, and then just throw in anybody else there. Whoever I feel like at the time. You can throw Steely Dan, A Tribe Called Quest, like I said before.
Okay.
Warren Zevon. I always listen to Zevon. Weird Al is a big one for me.
Love some Weird Al, definitely.
So.
All right.
What about you, Andy?
I would say Pink Floyd.
Okay, very good.
The Beatles, undeniable. And then, kind of like Rob, the third spot would vary on what I'm into at the time. For a long time, I would have said it's Iron Maiden, but I haven't listened to Maiden in a while. I don't know.
Whatever you're cranking hog to at the time.
Yeah. Whatever I'm cranking hog to. I mean, I like. I've been into Turnstile lately.
Okay.
He's just going in and out of the subway.
Yeah. I've been just.
I love the sound.
I'm spending so much money, but like.
Eventually, he's just jumping it, but no one's stopping him because they're just watching him going back and forth.
So like, just let him have it. Just let him go. But yeah. I'd say. System of a Down. There you go.
Okay, they're great.
Yeah.
Classic. Now, guys, you listening to music on like Spotify, or do you go out and listen to records? I mean,
I do Spotify. It's just easy. It's easy. I know it's like, it's not cool for the artists, but like all the artists I listen to are already rich. Like it's I don't feel too bad about it,
including us.
Yeah, but like also I do like on TikTok and Instagram, I get served like ads for other bands, and that does.
You've been served.
Yeah, I do listen. I like give most of those a shot. Sometimes I'm like, wow, that was a cool song, and then that might be like the only song they have where I'm like, oh. Okay.
I've been listening to. I'm getting a lot more new music through Instagram too, and social.
Yeah.
That's where I'm finding a lot more music now.
That's where I found Turnstile, to be honest, and I really enjoy them. And like, I never thought I would, because it's like kind of like, I don't know if you call that hardcore or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's very punky, very like.
Very
I don't
Brewster.
fucking know. I think very good. I think a lot of genres are fucking stupid. Just naming shit like, oh, that's mathcore, lo-fi, hard. Shut up.
Labels. It's music.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too much.
The older I get, I am subscribing to the theory of there's no such thing as good music and there's no such thing as bad music. There's music you like and there's music you don't like. And that's really the two categories of music.
Yeah. There is kind of like movies. I mean, we've been reviewing movies for a couple of years now, and like, you know, we're not professionals, but like, I think the same goes for movies. But then there are like objectively, like we'll watch an objectively bad movie.
Yeah.
You could be like, nobody can like this for real. It's just impossible. You know, Billy, I appreciate you throwing that question back at us. I think you're the first person to do that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Great guest. So far, great guest.
Andy has a grade book. He's marking.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So far, going great.
I actually still CDs, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, Spotify, I know, like, for, like, audio people, they say, like, Spotify condenses and compresses music like a motherfucker. I don't really hear it because I'm not an audio guy. But,
Right.
yeah, I hear, like, CDs and records are, like, the way to do it, to listen.
Andy isn't a file, but it's not an audio file.
Robbie.
What? You're a cinephile.
Sure. I guess I do have a podcast where I talk about movies. so,
Yeah. Gee, God, get your head out of the gutter.
Guys, it's called the Royds Review Podcast. You guys should check it out.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to it one day.
Yeah. I do it with this other guy. He's kind of a fucking, I don't know, shithead.
Oh, very
Got him.
nice. Yeah.
Fucking got him.
Billy, what's a mundane thing you're proud of?
Mundane thing I'm proud of.
So the example I gave last time I
Yeah.
asked this question was, I'm really proud of my typing ability. I'm a fast typer.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Me, I suck a mean dick.
Okay.
Oh man, this is hard. I can't. I'm really good at typing too, but I'm just stealing yours. Like I'm a fast texter.
That's exactly what the last guest did too.
Yeah.
But fast texter is a good one.
It is, yeah.
I feel like I'm really good at like knowing how long to put something in the microwave for. It might
Okay.
be, minute and a half.
People just hold up things and you just shout out the time it would take in the microwave.
Yeah. That might be something I'm good at. I always know when people need weed.
That's good too.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Like a weed fairy.
I'm surprised you weren't in the Santa Claus 2 as one of the legendary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although there was a couple of good cameos in Santa Claus 2.
Yeah.
Was Kevin Pollak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have been there with him and Peter Boyle and Aisha Tyler.
And Molly Shannon, right?
Yeah.
Molly Shannon, yeah.
I would say those are the two big ones for me. I was like, oh, awesome.
Yeah. Billy, who would you say your top 3 favorite comedians are?
Top 3 favorite comedians. All right, so is it stand-up or just all-around comedy?
All around, whatever.
All right, so Chris Farley was always my favorite as a kid. So I'd probably definitely put him on the list. Dave Attell, one of my favorite stand-ups. I love Mitch Hedberg. It's another one. I like, more one-liners, more short jokes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. Stephen Wright, who I've been listening to a lot, is Emo Phillips. I don't know if you know Emo Phillips.
Yeah. Billy, I'm going to stop you there because I said 3.
I know. I'm just going.
No, I'm kidding. Keep going. I'm joking.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. Yeah, all great picks. Great picks.
Thank you. What about yourself?
Wow.
Yeah, putting it right back on you.
Damn.
I'm looking
Dave
at you,
Attell
Andy.
is funny. Dave Attell is funny. I appreciate Dave Attell. I like. I know we talked about it with Tom Cruzenza, but Louis C.K. is undeniable.
Sure, man.
In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But Mitch Hedberg as
Very
well.
profound, man. He's put out so many great specials.
Honestly.
And hours and hours of material. That's just,
Yeah. And Mitch Hedberg, he was cut short, but like, look at the impact he had in his short amount of time. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that. I mean, I could think of more, but Robbie,
Oh,
what about you?
oh no. You guys already said Mitch Hedberg, both of you, so I don't want to say Mitch Hedberg, so I'm not going to. How do you like that? I like Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve Martin. Can I say Weird Al also for comedian? I think I can.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And there was once when I was in college, I did college radio, and we had a show called The Forum, and on it was 3 people debating something. And I was on the best comedian episode of all time, and I actually said Weird Al Yankovic. That was what I argued was the best comedian of all time. But and then can I just say Monty Python? Is that fair? Can I just say the whole troupe of Monty Python, or do I need to say a specific member?
You could get
You know
away.
what?
Yeah, I think you're good.
I'm gonna change that. I'm actually gonna say Trevor Moore from The Whitest Kids You Know.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. But no, he definitely had a huge impact on my comedy. His is a huge influence on me. On
He's
my form.
fantastic, man. And the fucking the musical stuff and just everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I you know what?
didn't realize that he passed away until
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it, like 2 or 3 years ago? I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now what happened? He like fell and cracked his head, kind of thing.
Yes.
That's the
something like
report.
that.
Yeah. He like fell off a balcony or something.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would for comedic actors, I would say Will Arnett is fucking
Yes.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Will Forte is also hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? She's in this. Molly Shannon is terrific.
Yeah, she is. She's hysterical.
Yeah. Yeah, Robbie, you got another question?
I do. Billy,
Yes.
how many hot dogs do you think you could eat in 7 minutes?
7 minutes. If I was really pushing it, I could put away a lot of fucking dogs. How long did you say again? How long?
7 minutes.
Minutes?
Much like your local animal shelter, Billy can put away a lot of dogs.
I want to say at least 20
Okay, with or without the bun?
with.
What are you putting on it? Anything?
I mean, I
Changing
like,
it up?
I like both. I like ketchup and mustard. I'm a switch hitter, so
Okay.
I don't like them on both at the same time, but separately. If I was for competing purposes, I don't know if I would put anything on. Just see how many I could do.
Yeah.
You dip them in the water.
Raw dog.
Yeah.
How many do you think you could put away?
I think I can challenge you with 20. I definitely think so. One time my in-laws were over and I was grilling up. I grilled like a whole pack of hot dogs and no one else ate them. And I was just packing them down. And my father-in-law, this is one of the most mortifying things that I ever experienced in my life, looks me dead in the eye and goes, "You could compete in one of those hot dog eating contests." Because I was just putting those dogs down. And I was like, okay, that you don't need to bring that up. You don't need to say that, brother.
Yeah, you probably had a couple in your butt too, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, as is tradition. I don't think I could compete with you guys. I'm not gonna lie, because we had a field trip not too long ago, and they gave us hot dogs because it was a women's college basketball game.
Okay.
And Andy, if you don't know this, he still is in 2nd grade.
Yes, I'm a 2nd grader. No, I'm a teacher, and they gave the hot dog. I ate one, and then they had extra. I was like, hell yeah! Ate another, and after the second one, I was like, I can't do that. Can't do that again. So
You were full, or you just were grossed out by the hot dogs?
I don't know. You know what? There were chips as well, and I was snacking on those.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think maybe I'm just not a glizzy goblin anymore. I used to be a glizzy goblin.
I last night had a chorizo corn dog, and it was the most amazing thing. And every day,
Chorizo's great.
Chorizo's great. It was a chorizo, and it was covered in this cornmeal batter and fried, and then they slice it open, and they put pico de gallo and their special sauce in it. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds awesome.
You had one in your butt too, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
As is tradition.
Yes.
I used to be way into kind of competitive eating. I ate the 78-ounce steak at J&R's.
Amazing.
Oh, I got a free shirt. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Picture on the wall.
I did the burger thing at, what was it, Cheeseburger?
Where's
It used, to
that?
be in
Oh,
Plain,
shit.
it used to be in Plainview.
Yeah, holy shit.
And I
That
think they
took me
closed.
back.
It's something else now, but they had
Yeah.
like a burger challenge, and I did that.
You remember how big it was?
I want to say a pound, maybe more. I don't remember. A pound's not that big, so I don't remember.
Okay. I did a burger challenge at the Burger Shack in Coram. I don't even know if it's still there, but it was a 48-ounce burger.
Whoa,
Damn.
And you had to eat all the fucking fries.
that sounds amazing.
Yeah. Also, free t-shirt.
Very
Hell
sick.
yeah, brother.
Yo, Andy, we should do a bonus YouTube thing where we just do competitive eating.
I cannot. I just told you I ate 2
You'll
hot dogs
host.
and I-
You'll host. You'll
Okay,
host.
sure.
It'll be a fat ass like me and all our fattest guests, and we'll just be chowing down on glizzies.
All right, as long as I could put a glizzy in my butt.
Dude, that won't be. You know what? Yeah, just don't show anyone. It'll be for you.
AIT, as is tradition.
Andy, ask your next question.
Sure. Billy, if you could be an animal, any animal, which animal would you be and why?
I guess I would be a turtle, because I've always kind of felt like I connected, and I feel like it's like my spirit animal, the turtle, because I live in a shell and people think we're slow.
Okay.
Would it be like a sea turtle or like a regular, like a red-eared slider?
I feel like it would be like in a swamp. I'd be in a
Okay.
swamp turtle.
Nice.
When I worked at I worked pet retail for a long time. We sold fish and like dog food and toys and stuff.
Yeah.
And people used to bring in these fucking turtles and be like, I saved this turtle. He was on the side of the road. I was like, bring him back. You took
Yeah.
him from his home, you psychopath.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to do.
That's sad.
No.
I can't tell you how many times I've tried to save a turtle and ended up drowning a tortoise, you know? Story of my life. All right, so what about you guys, animal?
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
For me, it's easy. Alligator.
Why?
Yeah.
Because they're sick.
Because you want to eat Floridians?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't care what kind. It could be a dwarf caiman, one of the little guys. I don't care. Alligator. Live forever. Nature's perfect killing machine.
Yeah.
The death roll.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that shit's sick.
Yeah. No, alligator. Not even a question.
All right.
All right. I think I'd go. Maybe I'd just go like a cat, just so I can hang out with my cat, because I really like my cat.
You are already a pussy.
Robbie, I would like an apology in writing, 400
You
words,
had
double
to know-
spaced.
You had
APA
to know that
format.
was coming.
APA format. Robbie.
What am I citing? What am I citing?
Other famous apologies.
Kevin Spacey once said,
Yeah.
I love that, though, that you want to be a cat to hang out with your cat.
Yeah, he seems like a good hang, because he's a good hang, and I'm a human. But like,
Yeah.
if I were a cat,
You guys go on cat adventures.
yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
if I was a gator, I could hang out with my gator.
Your gator's a cat, dude.
My gator is a cat because I have
And
a
you would-
cat. I have
you
a
would eat
cat
him.
named Gator.
You would eat him, dude, because
No, I
your
wouldn't.
instinct.
He's
your
my baby
instincts-
boy. No, he's my baby boy.
Okay.
All right, I got one more question.
Okay.
Billy, would you rather be a registered sex offender or in prison for the rest of your life?
Well, seeing as I'm already a registered sex offender.
Yeah.
No, I'd be a registered sex offender instead of being in prison.
That's totally fair.
Right? You get to see be outside, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems like it'd be
You-
better.
You have to meet your neighbors.
Right.
You have no choice.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I mean, you don't want to be either, but I guess I would take the sex offender over being in prison forever. What about you?
I'd probably also
Oh,
take the
shit.
sex offender. I'd probably also rather be a registered sex offender than in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and keep in mind, you don't have to be guilty of it.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's just like it's a I guess a title, right? It's something you have to live with, but you didn't actually do it.
It's a title, like CEO, COO,
Yeah.
RSO.
You know, president.
Yeah, exactly.
Hitting a little too close to home these days, you know what I'm saying? But I think I'd also go sex offender because like I'm pretty okay with being alone most of the time. You know, like I could live my life in isolation for a while. I think eventually I'd be like, guys, I didn't do it, but nobody would ever believe you.
No, of course not.
You know?
Yeah, no one ever wants to believe the guy who's saying he's not a sex offender.
Yeah.
I would definitely learn to fight, though.
Sure, you have to.
Okay.
I would try to become like a boxer or something, because as we just saw on Netflix, you could still box as a sex offender.
Oh, for sure. You could do pretty much anything as a sex offender these days, brother.
Yeah. I'm going to die for that comment though, because he will come to my house and kill me. He's going to rip my ear off.
I don't think he's gonna hear this.
He's a weekly listener.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey guys, I really love your podcast.
Yo, you should fight him for a bunch of money.
Dude, I think I would definitely get killed, but I would.
Oh yeah. What is the minimum amount of money to get you in the ring with Tyson?
Now, like right now,
Yeah.
$1 million.
Same. Yeah. I'd get CTE for $1 million. Yeah.
I would do it for half, for a quarter.
Now I'm saying million because student loans get paid off, my house gets paid off, and I have a little bit to bank. Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music, by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it. Yeah, same. And I could buy all these fucking pedals that I'm buying. all the
I'd
time.
probably say for retirement,
Nah, not me, dude.
a big tire.
We should talk about this movie.
Okay,
It came out in the year 2002, which is, of course, the year of our Megazord.
we haven't even done this segment yet. My God. Yes,
Yeah.
it is the year of our Megazord 2002. Andy,
Year after 9/11, you know, it's a weird time.
directly affected this movie because Santa was originally crashed into the towers.
Yeah, they had to cut that out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of the towers, number 1 is The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. The Santa Claus 2 is at number 28 with $172 million.
Does it say what the budget was?
It mayhaps. Hold on.
I can also look it up. It turns out I'm using this thing. It's called the internet.
That's a fad.
It is.
It's
It is. You know what they say? God hates fads.
You know, while you look that up, I'm going to go to number 5,
All right, you go to number 5, Andy.
which is probably a future episode, Men in Black 2, with $441 million.
Men in Black, boo, but also the budget was $65 million.
Oh, so they made money.
And they made how many of those? 3? Was there 4?
There's 3 Santa Claus movies and a
Show.
series, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, previous episode, check it out, made $656 million. And that's number 4. Number 3, previous episode, Spider-Man, with $822 million. And number 2 is probably a future episode, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, with $874 million.
Potter!
Nice.
I like those Harry Potter movies. I forgot. I didn't even think of those as for sequels and stuff.
You know what? I remember seeing the second one in theaters and being absolutely riveted.
Mm-hmm.
The Squeakquel? You saw the Squeakquel in theaters?
No. I saw Harry Potter 1, 2, and 5 in theaters.
So you skipped a couple. Were you lost?
I did. No, I just fell off. And then, like, my girlfriend at the time was like, we got to see Harry Potter. I was like, all right.
And you haven't gone back to go rewatch them at all?
I eventually did go back. After I finally read the books after, like, college. I started reading them. And then I went back to the movies. But I never finished all the movies. I never saw the last two.
Oh, okay.
They're good.
Yeah, I think we'll probably cover them for this podcast at some point.
Probably. But you know what we're covering today?
What's that, Robbie?
The Santa Claus 2. Because we open up with a plane flying over the North Pole, and apparently their radar is picking up the elves doing work under the snow.
Yeah. He's playing that dumb song.
Yeah, eventually they first of all, they go to like ElfCon 1, because I have no idea what's going on. Because they're just like flying over, and they're like, oh, fuck!
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a world where people understand that Santa Claus is real.
But
right?
no, they don't. Because there are still people who are like, Santa's not real.
But who's putting those fucking presents under your tree, idiot?
That's what makes no sense about this universe.
Yeah.
It's like, it feels like every year parents are waking up and going, who the fuck gave my kid that shitty toy from the 1950s?
Yeah.
They're just forgetting that, oh, yeah, I bought that.
Yeah, who gave my kid that lead-based toy?
So, yeah, it starts off with that kid playing what song is it? What's the guy's
Santa Claus is coming
Smokey
to town.
Robinson.
Smokey Robinson.
Smokey Robinson.
That's Andy Milonakis, right?
No, I don't think so. That's the elf named Curtis.
Yes, Curtis.
But like,
So the audio on that Santa doll is coming in crystal clear, brother.
Yeah.
Got the greatest speaker of all time in that thing.
but he's also listening to it with like headphones on or something.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
No.
I do think the outside, like when we first start zooming in, I hate this look of Santa's workshop until we get inside where it's much larger than the first movie, but it does look good. The inside of Santa's workshop.
Yeah, it looks good. I think the town looks kind of cool. Visual,
Yes.
all right.
The CGI as we're zooming in looks awful.
Yeah, but the set itself looks fine. The animatronics are better than the first one, but the CGI is still pretty rough.
It's dog shit.
Robbie.
Oh, it's a children's movie. We can't curse.
It is.
Yeah. Now,
That's
is there
the thing.
Is there a North Pole prison? Be a prisoner of hell there.
That's the thing about doing this movie, though, is it feels weird to like pick this movie apart because it's a G-rated family movie. Where the first one had that edge, like we were talking about. It was PG, and it like kind of allowed us to really dissect what the hell is going on there. Like, I think, if I remember from a year ago, we were talking about how Santa isn't a person. It's more like a brain worm parasite that kind of just takes over the person wearing the jacket.
Yeah.
And like that isn't really here anymore, and therefore it's not funny. It's just that's Santa now.
The movie makes no sense because in this they're like, you're gonna stop being Santa, but the whole last movie was him being like, I don't want to be Santa.
Yeah.
And like, man, dude, you have an out. You finally have an out.
But I guess he likes it now.
But
Like it's been in other movies where it's like, all right, you got to get married now to fix what like that's been a lot of story. Just been redone is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. No, you are correct. And it's also like the whole he's got to get married thing is kind of secondary to this evil Santa that they make,
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's two very different plots happening at the same time.
well, yeah.
And it's one of them is for the adults and the other's for the kids.
I don't think either's for anybody.
I agree. I would agree.
But like, Because apparently the elves think that the military is going to blow Santa's workshop off the map.
And they would too, Robbie.
They would. They absolutely would. They're looking for oil.
Yeah.
They're looking for oil.
And cheap labor.
Also, this was in the beginning. Charlie's like girlfriend. When they're like tagging up the gym.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what a real ride or die to go tag up the gym, you and your girlfriend. But then also, what a horrible fucking lookout.
Yeah.
Honestly.
All the principal was able to get a ladder.
Yeah.
And
But like, for the bullshit, this kid is that good at graffiti. I just don't buy it.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like expert level tagger. What do they call him? Tagger?
He's hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, that's some Mission Impossible ass shit.
Yeah.
And he writes the principal's name and then draws a Christmas tree and then perfectly draws the
Perfect
red
circle.
circle, yeah, with the line through it.
Yeah. Although I did think that Santa's son ending up on the naughty list was kind of funny and a goofy idea, kind of ironic.
Yeah. That's where it could have went, but it doesn't. Like the kid is barely anything here.
Well,
Yeah.
He shows up every now and then. He's like, it sucks. Shut up.
if the story of this movie was Scott Calvin's kid Charlie hates his dad because he's never around,
Yeah.
and wants to keep doing bad stuff, that's a fucking movie.
That's what I thought, but it's not.
But because they didn't have a movie, we get these 3 different plot lines that really don't work together
No.
and
No,
make
not at
no
all.
sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
If you want to make it where they make this bad Santa a little closer to the end of the movie because Santa's like, I gotta go deal with my fucking son, I guess. This shithead. Do that. But why after 8 years, after 8 fucking years, they're like, oh, you really gotta get married. This clause, This is a clause where you could be Santa for 8 years for some reason.
Yeah. Very strange.
Very. It really captures none of the magic from the original to me.
No, you need Santa dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I'll tell you later how I think this movie should have ended.
Well, I think instead of Tim Allen, they should have had his brother Gigi Allen.
Just throwing shit at the elves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's for Christmas this year? Oh, it's shit.
Again.
Oh, it's worse than coal. Ooh, nuts. Well, also, why is this principal working this late at night?
I don't know.
Like,
you know what? It's a perfect storm because she is just willing at the end of the movie to give up her life to be Mrs. Claus, a nothing character in every Christmas everything ever.
Yeah, but you know what? She's a woman, so she's gonna stay in the kitchen.
Whoa.
Tim Allen.
Yeah, Tim Allen. Got it.
Because
pretty hot too. I think she's pretty hot.
Yeah, she's in a movie.
Exactly. Well, Santa talks to some elves, he inspects the workshop, and then some kids pour tinsel on him. And then, of course, because it's Tim Allen, he goes, we all gotta play football!
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The football game, yeah.
And this is what told me that these are not really elves, they're children, because Santa obviously lets them score.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Because, realistically, if they're elves and they're adults, they're basically little people. And, if you're playing a game against a bunch of little people, you're not just gonna let them win. That's patronizing.
Right.
But when I'm playing games with my 4-year-old nephew, I let the ball scoot through my legs because he's a 4-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now this is absolutely child labor.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is the one true laugh I got out of this movie, and I laughed my fucking ass off. And Andy, I bet you when you saw this, you saw it, Rob's gonna laugh at that. Because Laura did, because she looked at me as they were doing it. They're doing the count in football, and the guy goes, 7! Swans are swimming!
Yeah, okay, yes.
6! Geese are laying! And then all the kids do 5 golden rings. Man, let me tell you, I was laughing pretty hard at that.
It's clever. It's clever, for sure.
There are some clever lines in it, I will give.
But that really, I was like, when that happened, I was like, oh, maybe this movie's better than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
I mean, listen, I don't, because even my wife was like, this is trash, because she loved the first one.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is trash. And I was like, I think just because I can see it's clearly for children, I just give it like way more slack, where I'm like, I don't really give a shit, because it's not for me. So I didn't have like a terrible time, but like, would I watch it again? No.
I get what you're saying, but if this wasn't a sequel to a good movie, like an all-around good movie,
yeah,
I would agree with you, and we wouldn't even be doing this. Like, if this was the first movie in this, and it's just called The Santa Claus, and it's literally just about Santa Claus, we wouldn't do this movie, because that would basically just be a Hallmark film.
Right.
Right, and we wouldn't be doing this movie because it wouldn't be connected to an actually good movie, and nobody would remember this movie.
Yeah, like, we're not gonna do Santa Buddies.
We're not?
I mean, we could. Don't get me wrong. I would do a whole month of those Buddies movies.
Nah.
Just little puppies.
I put one of those on for the kiddos once, and
I feel like even they're too old for that.
no, they like it. But I was like, I can't. I gotta change this.
I'm gonna suggest a movie you could put on for the kiddos.
Okay.
Those Sing movies.
Yeah, they love those.
Yeah, my 4-year-old, we went on vacation recently. My 4-year-old nephew had us watch both Sing and Sing 2 twice each.
How'd you like them?
Loved them.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fun movies. I really enjoy. Laura and I got home and then watched the Sing Thriller thing on Netflix where they do Thriller.
Thriller was good. First off, I forget her name. Tori something. The girl who plays the elephant is the greatest singer of all time.
Oh, she's great. Yeah.
And fucking Matthew McConaughey's the koala.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
My nephew just kept saying, "Can we watch Mr. Moon?"
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
And when Jennifer Hudson and go ahead, Billy.
The Sing? What is this that you're?
It's called Sing. It's a children's movie where it's animals putting on a singing contest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
When I heard Jennifer Hudson doing Golden Slumbers, I was like, does she do the whole melody? The whole medley? Because that'd be incredible. I want to hear Jennifer Hudson doing Mean Mr. Mustard and shit.
Yeah. Also, Scarlett Johansson is the porcupine.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon.
What about Reese without her spoon?
Very fucking good. The mouse is Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You could tell because he's crooning.
Yes, he is.
That's literally all that fucking guy does.
I mean, he has a good voice, though.
He does. He's got a great voice.
When we were watching the movie with my nephew, he would tell us the parts that were funny and not. He'd be like, oh, a funny part's coming up. And then if we laughed at a part he didn't, he'd go, that's not funny.
That's not one of the parts you can laugh at.
Yeah, all right, dude. Every song, he'd be like, I like this song, or I don't like this song. And I'd go, shut up, kid! We're trying to watch a fucking movie!
See, I find the magic in putting on a movie for children is if they've seen it before, they're probably not going to pay attention and probably bother you. Where, like yesterday. So we're recording this, Thanksgiving break. So yesterday was the last day before Thanksgiving break. So, like, I'm not doing curriculum that day. And these kids are just like, I printed a whole bunch of coloring papers. I'm like, all right, we're coloring and we're watching movies. We're chilling. We're just chilling. So, like, I put on, what did I put on?
Deep Throat.
Nope. I put on Elemental. Okay? Great movie. But they'd all seen it. And so, like, they're coming up to me. They're asking me questions. They're doing this. They're like, oh, what color is this guy? I'm like, listen, we're watching the movie. Okay? Mr. J is on vacation. Okay? So then, like, eventually I put on a movie that I grew up with that I'm pretty sure none of them have seen. So I put on The Page Master. You remember The Page Master?
No.
Macaulay Culkin is a little kid, and it's like animation plus real people. There's talking books and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were riveted, and nobody was coming up to Mr. J. And it was incredible.
Another crazy. Do you remember The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin?
I do, yeah. I can't put that on.
That was a dark one.
That is a very dark movie.
I've never heard of any of these movies.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, young Elijah.
Yeah.
Wood.
Elijah wouldn't.
Very good. Elijah wouldn't watch that movie because it's terrifying.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty fucking.
disturbing.
Elijah Oak.
It was a good movie,
Type of
though.
wood.
Very good. We should probably talk about the Santa Claus.
Probably.
Too, though, right?
Yeah.
So, Santa gets the naughty list. We get a Charlie Sheen joke.
Yes, dude, there was a Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, that was okay.
That was okay. You know what I like about the Santa Claus too? Neil's sweaters. They're
Yes.
kind of like Gucci sweaters. Remember, I don't even know if that's a thing anymore.
Judge Reinhold is doing way too much in every scene, and I love him for it.
I love Judge Reinhold.
In every scene in this, he knows exactly what this is, and he's got this big, stupid grin on his face
Yeah.
throughout the whole movie.
Uh,
He delivers every line at 140%. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But this is where he learns that he needs to get married or he stops being Santa. But again, it's been 8 fucking years. So what a weird length of time he has to do this.
Yeah. Also, they tell him 8 years later, and they're like, you have to do it by Christmas. And he's like, but that's 28 days. Like, you have to find and marry a woman in 28 days.
And then it turns out this is actually 28 days later, the movie.
Oh my God. A movie that I would much rather have covered.
you
Zombie.
would have read through the whole clause
Oh,
by
okay.
this point.
Yeah.
But
Well, they just didn't tell him, apparently.
I guess
Because Tim Allen
Yeah.
doesn't read.
he's a man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Santa meets with the Council of Legendary Figures. This is where we get all those cameos we spoke about before. This is where we then see Curtis come up with a plan to duplicate Santa.
Mm.
That's Aisha Tyler, right?
Yes, as Mother Nature.
That's who she is. She's Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And Peter Boyle is Father Time.
Peter Boyle was his boss in the first one.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah. Yes, he was.
I figured that those characters were going to play a major role because they were, actors. But they don't.
No one was going to be willingly in this movie for too long, other than Tim Allen. The head elf, Bernard, is like, Curtis, we can't just create a duplicate of Santa. But a rat runs into the machine and it goes well, so like, you know what? Santa's like, I'm doing it.
Fuck it.
So, here's a question. Why did a rat go in and they duplicated it and it was just another rat? But anything else that goes in is like a toy.
Because they didn't think this through.
No, they did not.
Hmm.
They should have did something with the rat.
Also,
Why isn't he Santa Fly?
apparently all of our children's toys are being manufactured in unkempt places. There are rats running around.
Wait,
Yeah.
Rat droppings.
Andy, are you surprised that Chinese workshops have rats?
Not Chinese workshops, Robbie. But
You said
Santa's
all our
elves?
children's toys.
I'm saying Santa's elves that are making the children's toys in this movie.
You think a child labor camp like this has sanitation codes?
Those aren't children. They're 900 years old, Robbie.
No, they're fucking children because Santa lets them win at games.
Yeah, they're
Curtis.
900-year-old children.
Yeah, it's which I don't know how this works.
They
That's
could
what they are.
like almost like The Fly, where then Santa becomes like half rat.
Yeah.
Previous episode, check it out.
Oh, The Fly, nice. I'll have to check
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's one of my favorite movies.
that. Me too.
Yeah. Let's talk about that instead.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, actually, we'll talk about The Fly too. How's that?
I never seen it.
Me neither.
No.
The duplicate Santa is horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I would argue it's the better part of the movie.
Probably. I mean,
because like it is unsettling, but it's also like I don't know. Tim Allen's doing his best, like Robin Williams here, and it's not really working.
No,
but like at least sometimes it's fun. I don't know. I'm just
yes, but you know what? I don't need Nazi imagery in my Santa Claus 2 G-rated movie.
Yeah, I didn't really know what that was about.
That was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, why are you doing that? It's one thing for him to make the army. It's like, okay. But then he switches get-ups.
Yeah.
And it's like, why
and it's very
doing that? Yeah.
Yeah. And yet they saw no issue and said, gee.
Yeah, well, it's Disney, you know? They have a history with
exactly.
the Nazis.
Yeah, totally.
Bernard tells all the other elves that Santa has had like plastic surgery or something, and he hands Santa a special watch that tells him when his magic is running out. Then he takes off on this these reindeer are so fucking annoying.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I remember in the first one there was like fart jokes.
Yeah.
And then they do a big one later, but like, yeah, the reindeer thing annoying. But also, it has it. Is that Tara Strong? It's got the voice of Phil and Lil from Rugrats.
It might be. I mean, Tara Strong's great.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean her character here isn't annoying if that is her.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You know what they never talk about in like Santa stuff is like he's got the reindeer, but like he's never gotten ticks. Magic reindeer ticks exist.
Yeah, and like he comes home and Mrs. Claus has to check him for ticks every single Christmas.
Yeah, he gets Christmas Lyme disease.
Yeah, gets the bullseye, you know.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's too cold where they live. I don't think ticks can live in that cold of weather.
Now Robbie's a scientist.
I am. I'm a tickologist.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They meet with the principal. She fucking owns him. Principal Newman. Like, I forgot the line is, but she something like about brains. And she's like,
she's like, you came to a battle of wits, unarmed. I was like, damn, that's cold.
That's a good line. That was really good.
That was a good line.
But then they all sit down, and it's Neil, Santa's ex-wife, who I forgot her name. That's not good. That's not good for your female representation in this movie. That I know the husband's name, not hers, but regardless. And they all sit down with the principal. And she's like, any solutions? Everyone's quiet. And this guy's like, you know what? Yeah, I have an idea. And starts talking about actual, like, constructive input about psychology. And Santa Claus throws a hissy fit like a fucking child. Because God forbid people talk about their feelings.
Right.
Yeah, this is where it was like Santa Claus, when he's in the North Pole, is like it's just Santa Claus. But then, like, when he leaves, he's a dick again.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird.
Stop making a movie where I can't root for Santa Claus.
Yeah. Why is Santa Claus a shithead?
Yeah.
Well, he also rejects Neil's advice and goes, have you ever helped anyone? He helps your wife every night, brother.
Got him. He helps your son, dude. That's, the kid that you've abandoned because you're Santa Claus now, you fuckwit.
It's this weird thing that they love to do in the late 90s and early 2000s where educated, sensitive man who's really good to his wife and children is just a pussy. You're just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you don't play football.
You don't get your hands dirty.
Yeah, but like, dude, you left your family.
Yeah, because you're Santa Claus, you fat idiot.
How did you go through the whole process of becoming Santa Claus and didn't become a better person?
Right.
Like,
yeah, I don't.
You've reverted to the way you were at the first movie, yet you're still Santa Claus.
So that's like classic bad sequel writing, is like undoing everything you did in the first movie. because it's easier to write for an asshole. But like in the first movie, he learned his lesson. We watched him become a good person because he all the essence of Scott Calvin or whatever his name is, was consumed by the Santa worm, and he's just like a good guy now. But now I guess the Santa, because the desantification had begun. Yeah, he's becoming a shithead again.
But like,
so maybe it's good writing.
No, because he was already being a shithead. Like he's still very much Santa Claus when he starts throwing his hissy fit about Scott offering advice.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like, he's, like, if this is later on when he doesn't, but it takes him until he doesn't have his beard again to be like, no, you know what? I'll be good to this woman. Because, again, he's just trying to get married.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also crazy to me that in these 8 years, he never thought about going on a date. Apparently, he has just been up at the North Pole being Santa Claus with these children. Check his search history.
Yeah, very creepy.
Yeah. Well, unless when you're fully Santa, like, you don't have any sort of sexual urges at all. You know?
You gotta.
I mean, that worm probably made its way to his, his nether region. You know what I'm saying?
Santa cock.
And there's got to be a lot of women out there that have, like, a Santa fetish, too.
Of course.
Yeah, Molly Shannon,
yeah.
Okay. As great as Molly Shannon is, this scene was fucking awful.
Yeah.
So
this felt like a random SNL sketch in the middle of this movie.
In the restaurant.
Right?
Yeah. The thing is, she still doing her like Molly Shannon thing where like her facial expressions is where the comedy is. Like as soon as he like pulls back a little bit, like, well, that was a little weird. Like the way her face changes, gold. Because it's Molly Shannon. It's undeniable comedic excellence. But, like, the material she is given. They're just be a crazy Santa lady. She's like, all right.
That's why this was a random SNL sketch. Yeah. Like, she sings this parody of Man, I Feel Like a Woman about Christmas. And it's just this cringe comedy that's terrible.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, if I'm Santa, right, and I need to get married in the next 20 whatever days.
Thailand.
Of course.
Well, yeah, that too. But also, like, that's the one.
Yeah.
It's all about Santa. Like, you're not marrying for love in 25 days. Let's be honest. Like, come on.
He flies to Thailand, brings them back, and then all of a sudden they go, Santa, we have some really bad news to tell you. But, that kind of marriage isn't legal here yet on the North Pole. And he's like, what are you talking about? She's a what?
And then he's going to say, I thought you said you had bad news.
I don't like that her Christmas sweater with Santa's face, it's literally Tim Allen's face.
Is it?
Yeah, like, just have a Christmas sweater on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at some point, she's got to be like, wait a fucking second here.
Yeah.
We see Scott and Charlie have this heart-to-heart. And this is when I started to think.
Okay.
Say it's like December 23rd, right? And Scott hasn't found a wife. There's one thing he has to do, right? He has to bring a gun to Neil, hand him it, and say, it's time for you to become Santa. Because apparently, if he doesn't find a wife, Christmas is over because there's no Santa Claus.
Yeah.
So what's more important, you know?
Yeah, the only thing he could do if he really wants to redeem himself, and this is how this movie should have ended. He doesn't find a wife, and he just brings Neil a gun and is like, listen, you put one in the back of my head, and you put that coat on, and you're Santa Claus.
Yeah. There you go. That's
that would have been
right, Robbie.
Movie.
This way you have a guy who's actually nice to people being Santa Claus.
Yeah, he'd be the best Santa Claus.
Yeah.
But that's how this movie should have ended. One right in the back of Santa's head. Take one more look at the lights, Santa. Stare at the lights.
Stare at the Christmas tree, Santa. Look at the star on top.
Look at
yeah.
We get this horrible scene with Scott arguing with the reindeer about the lights.
Yeah.
This, because I wanted to watch the trailer on Disney Plus, and this scene was just the trailer. They had no trailer for some reason.
This scene was the trailer.
Yeah.
It's a bad scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His niece comes out and asks Scott if he's Santa Claus. And I'm guessing at this point it's because he's such a fat piece of shit. Oh, no, wait, it's because he has a reindeer. Scott insults reindeer, and the reindeer's like, yeah, fuck you. It's like, all right, well, maybe don't insult your ride home, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
We're at the North Pole, and fake Santa wants to check the naughty list twice. He then wrecks some kids in football. This is great, how he just fucks these kids up.
Yeah. Yeah, those kids are dead.
He runs through them. At school, Charlie has graffitied again. Do you guys see what he graffitied this time?
What did he graffiti? Refresh my memory.
He wrote, "Trim a tree, go to jail." And like,
Oh
the
my God.
plot of this movie should not be this kid loves Christmas so much
Yeah.
because but he's also angry at his dad. It makes no sense.
No, yeah. His angst is like way.
I want to tell,
it's all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's out. He wants the attention.
dude.
Yeah, but it's and then he reveals later. He's like, it's because my dad is Santa, but I can't tell anyone.
Yeah.
It's like, get the fuck over that. Because if you told anyone, they'd be like, you're insane.
Yeah, they'd be like,
Yeah.
Charlie, you're 14 years old.
Yeah, you still believe in Santa Claus?
Not only do you believe in Santa Claus, but you think your father is Santa Claus.
Right. But also,
You have had
what?
a break from reality.
But what would be the problem with people knowing that Santa's real and knowing that he is related to him? Like, what is the? It's not like there's supervillains out there. It's not like a Spider-Man thing. Like, oh, if somebody knows my identity, they'll go after the ones I love. It's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
I thought it would be creepy. You ever hear like the Rugrats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Rugrats theory of like those kids not actually being real and Angelica's like mental. And
Oh, it's one of those theories.
her illusions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was thinking maybe if like Scott,
Ever since Aunt Dee Dee drowned them all in the tub.
yeah, it was something. But Charlie's not like hallucinating because his dad just like left and his fucking was hallucinating that his father is Santa.
Yeah. And now he's just he's having a mental break, so these problems are arising 8 years later.
He's just
Like,
sitting in
he's a
his
wife
room
now.
rocking.
Yeah.
My dad is
Santa-
Santa. My dad is
Santa needs a
Santa.
Mrs. Claus. Santa needs a Mrs. Claus before it's too late. Everybody's like, uh-oh, Charlie's having another episode.
Uh-oh, Charlie's dressed as Mrs. Claus and looking for his dad again. I just want to call you Daddy.
Yeah, it
So
felt like
that-
crazy.
That's where like the principal is like, all right, he needs to do community service, right?
Yes, and for some reason Scott has to go with Charlie.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but then they go, right? Or am I getting ahead of you?
No, you're good. Yeah, because
Yeah.
fake Santa has a quick breakdown about the naughty and nice list.
Okay, yes. But like they go and this random little girl walks up to him because she knows he's Santa. And like he does, some Santa shit. And why does that random girl know? Here's a question, by the way. Questions. Why does that little girl know? But his ex-wife's daughter doesn't.
Doesn't. That's a good question. And they had that in the first one too. The kids knew.
Yeah.
Well,
Or could
I
tell.
think the girl you're talking about has an idea because she asks him, like, "Are you Santa Claus? Hey, you fat piece of shit. Are you Santa Claus?"
Yeah, but like this other girl didn't even. She just knew. She just walked up to him. She's like, "Hey, you Santa Claus?"
And he doesn't even look like Santa like he did at that scene in the
Right.
first movie,
Right.
Yeah.
which made that scene work because it was kind of cute seeing a group of kids just lining up behind this guy.
Yeah.
And then the police coming and say, "Why don't you come with us, sir?"
Yeah. Sir, what's what's going on here?
He doesn't look good when he's fat and he has no beard.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like Jiminy Click. Remember fucking?
Yeah, Martin Short.
Yeah.
He's in the third one. He's in the third
He
Santa
is.
Claus movie.
Oh, okay.
As Jack Frost.
Yeah. That I have not seen.
I
No.
have seen that also.
See, I remember seeing the commercials for it and being like, "Is that Martin Short? I might see this." And I never saw it.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
better off not.
Yeah.
Fake Santa creates the first soldier, and then Scott randomly stops at his son's principal house to ask her on a date. Bad move, brother.
Yeah.
He then somehow weasels his way into going to the faculty Christmas party, but it didn't seem like anyone else brought a date.
Yeah,
Yeah, this was weird.
it was weird.
This whole thing was weird.
Like, he uses this is where it just feels like it's a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Yeah. And
'Cause
he's using all the magic from the watch or whatever. But like, he's like, I got a ride. And they walk outside and it's a horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah.
And like, if I were her, I'd be like, all right, well, we're going to be late. What are you fucking thinking, dude?
Well, then they're riding, and like, he's just wasting up all this magic. And like, he makes it snow, but just on them. And I have to imagine that would use the same amount of magic it would take to just make it snow on the whole block.
I don't know.
Also, I do like how it's a picturesque Christmas village with the lights perfectly arcing over them and shit.
Yep. No cars in the streets.
None.
Yep.
The party is awful. Everyone's bored. He gives all the staff presents because he's just wasting this magic up.
Yeah.
And then he hands the principal the biggest gift there was, and it's the Great American Challenge. No, it's Baby Doll. It's the gift she mentioned like 20 minutes ahead of time.
Yeah, so that's why this is so weird. Like, if I were there, I wouldn't be like jubilated. I'd be like, "Wow, how did you know, strange man? Like, what are you?" I'd burn him. That's a witch.
So witch.
It's a Christmas witch.
Yeah, kill it. Kill it with fire.
What's also weird is like her whole thing is like, we don't have the money for Christmas. Maybe you shouldn't be throwing a staff Christmas party.
Yeah.
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 Which makes her even shittier. But that's another thing where there's something else we can lean into where she's denying the kids Christmas, but the staff is gonna make this a huge ball. Make this a huge Christmas party. And she's like, no, we're not letting the kids decorate for Christmas. We don't have the money for it. And then it turns out that she's throwing this huge gala for Christmas for the staff. Now she's evil. And now the story is, oh, let all the kids in. The kids can celebrate Christmas too. Fine. But like, she wasn't letting anyone have Christmas. But then she's having this lame ass Christmas party.
Yeah, I don't know.
Odd as-
Yeah, maybe get the whole like you need a Mrs. Claus plot out of here, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, now maybe his son is acting up because he doesn't talk to her father and there's no Christmas spirit or just make it so there's no Christmas spirit at school, and that's what he really wants. And then he finds out that they're having a party. I'm not saying this is a great movie, but at least it's a movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't his whole angst because Christmas is there's not enough Christmas. Like, this guy loves Christmas so much he's gonna tag your school up. Like, it's weird. That's a very weird. Like, Charlie, you're a fucking weirdo.
If you're 14 years old and you're that upset about your school not putting up Christmas presents, you have been indoctrinated, brother. Principal Newman kisses Scott. This is where we see fake Santa being a fake Santa. I said it's Nansa or whatever I said. Fake Santa is now literally a Nazi and declares that every kid is getting coal. And then we see Charlie and his friends just throwing snowballs at the principal's house. It's like, this kid is not getting off the naughty list.
No. Give him a big old lump of coal.
He deserves it at this point.
Yeah. He's just being a fucking weirdo, man.
For some reason, Scott's the one to come out and yell at them, and Charlie's friends are like, yo, your dad's fucking the principal. Which, I'm gonna be honest, she's a pretty lady. I wouldn't be making fun of him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, your dad needs to get it wet too, I guess.
Your dad's a coxman. High five.
Laying pipe throughout the faculty.
Yeah.
Boning your way up to admin.
We get this scene of Scott telling her she's Santa Claus. Bad news, lady. He has been to prison.
That's true.
She has an absolute meltdown thinking that he's making fun of her. It's like, lady, every kid believed in Christmas. Well, not every kid, but every Catholic kid believed in Santa Claus at some point. Like, I don't know why this is so devastating to you that Santa Claus isn't real.
Yeah.
This is where we find out that Charlie can't handle the pressure that his dad is Santa, and he's also mad that Scott was dating the principal.
Yeah, but like, who cares about Charlie?
None of
like
that. None of this matters.
But like, even the camera itself is like, we barely spend any time with Charlie. So it's like the movie's like, oh, by the way, Charlie's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Scott just starts to live life assuming he's gonna fail at finding a wife. Again, just give Neil a gun. Just do it, dude.
There you go.
Or pick anyone. Do suicide by cop.
Anything. Yeah. Mail order bride, something.
Yeah, like you're one option. You have more than one option here.
Yeah.
That would be great if he just got a mail order bride. This is Olga. She's gonna be staying with us for a few weeks. Curtis shows up and tells Scott that there's trouble, and they've abused this reindeer by feeding it candy. Because there's no other way this reindeer would have gotten this much candy.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to put Comet down.
Yeah. Oh, no. The next plan to get back is the Tooth Fairy after they fail at ripping a tooth out, but the little girl luckily just lost the tooth, so that's fortuitous.
Yeah.
I did laugh at him falling down when they threw the toaster and he just falls over the railing.
Yeah.
How heavy was that toaster?
It's an industrial grade toaster.
Yeah, he's paralyzed after the toaster trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Santa's just in a wheelchair the rest of the time.
I got a quick question. So I guess it's not quick. The Tooth Fairy, right?
Yeah.
And all these other like holiday mascots, let's call them, right? Do they all have similar circumstances? Like, if that Tooth Fairy dies and somebody puts on his wings or whatever, are they the Tooth Fairy?
I guess. I have no idea.
In this world, in the Santa Claus 2 world, I guess so.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what we're going to have to do, Andy? We're going to have to watch the Tooth Fairy to find out.
With Derek the Rock Jackson?
Yep. And the Tooth Fairy 2 with Larold the Cable Guy.
Larold the Cable Guy. Lawrence the Verizon fella.
Lawrence the DirecTV satellite installer.
Very good.
But yeah, Charlie saves the day with the Tooth Fairy, right?
Well, yeah, because at first the Tooth Fairy flies Scott back to the North Pole, and Charlie goes up to his principal and goes, by the way, my dad is Santa. Well, let me stop you while you're wiping off your car, presumably to go to work.
Yeah.
And then, yes, Santa and Curtis are tied up, and they both realize the error of their ways. Charlie and the principal show up via Tooth Fairy, so this guy must not have much to do.
No. You know what he's doing? He's like, I don't have time for this. So he's taking the tooth and he's shoving it back in the kid's face.
Jesus!
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Fake Santa takes off. Scott follows him on the reindeer in training Chet. Chet is very annoying. They chase down the fake Santa, and you just know Tim Allen loved calling himself an action hero.
Yeah. He also says, you're a sad, strange little man.
Does he? I didn't even notice that.
Which is Toy Story.
Oh, a good movie.
Oh,
Yeah, a good Tim Allen movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pick that
Previous
up.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah. The elves are fighting off the giant toys. First they use snowballs, and then they come out with a bunch of drills and take them apart. That's fun. Scott and fake Santa plummet to the ground. A second Santa has hit the towers. They take out a bunch of the toys. Scott has now apparently fallen in love with the principal. It's been like a weekend, but okay.
Yeah, and she's like in love with him too. It's just you guys had one nice day together.
You
Like,
use that magic. Let's be honest, Scott. You use that magic to make her fall for you.
a little bit of brainwashing.
Yeah. Scott proposes to the principal with the help of one of his elves. They get married. He takes off to deliver toys, and then Charlie wakes up the little girl so she can meet Santa. And I do have a question at this ending here. Questions. Why is there no Rudolph?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there Rudolph in the first one either, right?
I don't think so, but it's like a copyright thing where they can't use Rudolph.
Maybe Rudolph died, and that's why they have Chet.
Yeah, that's why they need that reindeer in training.
Yeah.
Because Rudolph isn't real.
Oh, fuck, my bad, dude. How
Um,
stupid of me.
yeah, I have here kind of like what Robbie's saying. Rather than find a wife, wouldn't it be easier to just find a new Santa?
Yeah, just a married Santa.
Yeah.
Neil. Neil's the perfect choice.
Honestly.
Neil.
Also, if I were Carol, I believe her name is, right? The principal.
Yes.
And it's like, all right, I now pronounce you man and wife, and they smooch, and then he immediately gains like 200 pounds. I'd be like, this isn't what I signed. Are you gonna be like that forever?
So I have to be on top every time, huh?
Yeah. It's just doesn't seem fair to her. I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And can you imagine trying to convince a lady that you are Santa Claus?
I mean, if you have the magic, I feel like it's pretty easy to do. Because, like,
Not the magic, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
at some point, he could have just been like, hey, watch. Like, when he made the mistletoe appear, he could have just been like, watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, why did he make a mistletoe appear that you were about to kiss anyway?
Because then she
If
couldn't say
anything-
no.
Whoa. If anything, it stopped you from kissing because you guys were about to kiss, and then she was like, the hell is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather be under the pistletoe.
Okay. All right. Well,
Andy,
should we
Andy,
go to Letterboxd?
Why did you say that?
Robbie, you said it.
Oh, fuck. I think we should go to Letterboxd. And you can follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand. I'm playing with a pencil. I don't know why. I'm just flailing it about like a conductor.
You know what? I dare you to follow us on Letterboxd.
Yeah, I double dog dare you.
Yeah.
Keeping it with the Christmas theme. I like it.
Yeah.
Triple reindeer dare you.
Nice.
I'm gonna be easy on this movie because it is a G-rated kids movie. It's bad.
It's bad.
It's a bad movie. I'm down to give it like 2 stars.
Yeah, that's fine.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
I guess I would give it 2 as well. Yeah.
I don't want to be too hard on it, but it is a bad film.
Yeah.
Do not recommend.
Yeah, no, like the first one is like new and innovative.
Yeah. But
This
like,
is like,
The first one is a good Christmas movie.
yeah.
this
but-
one's just like, you like Christmas?
If you're looking for a movie to watch with your kids and it's Christmassy, avoid this.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Guys, I have 3 trivias.
I have 3 as well.
Andy, you don't seem sure on that.
1, 2, 3.
Excellent.
I have 0 trivias.
All right,
That's
buzz in
quite
with
all
your
right.
name then. Just
Yeah.
You want to buzz in? Just say your name. You know your name. I know your name.
Okay.
Andy, you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Cool.
What was this movie's original subtitle? It was going to be called The Santa Claus 2, The Second Clause, The Escape Clause, The Marriage Clause, or The Search for Mrs. Claus.
Rob.
Rob, I think.
No, take Billy because he buzzed in with an and I like that.
Okay.
I didn't know what buzz in or was it? Would you say the clause? What was the clause one?
They all have claws, and it was so it would be the Santa Claus 2, the second clause, or the Santa Claus 2, the escape clause, the Santa Claus 2, the marriage clause, or the Santa Claus 2. That is incorrect.
Ah, okay.
Robbie.
Search for Mrs. Claus.
That is also incorrect.
Damn it!
Damn.
The second clause and the escape clause.
Is it the second clause?
No, it's the escape clause.
That doesn't make any sense.
No,
it doesn't.
But nothing in this movie does, so maybe it does make sense.
Yeah.
That's a good point. How old is Curtis? 700, 800, 900, 1200.
Andy. 900.
He's 900 years old.
Yeah.
That's old.
That is old. Yeah,
Yeah.
old enough to be president. Sophisticated humor.
Sophisticated.
Ooh.
Who was considered for the role of Carol? Was it Helena Bonham Carter, Brooke Shields, Angelina Jolie, or Jennifer Aniston?
Billy. We'll say Jennifer Aniston.
That is incorrect.
Wow.
What were the other three options?
Helena Bonham Carter, Brooke Shields, Angelina Jolie.
Rob.
Yeah.
John Bonham Carter.
No. Like sugudagoo, sugudagoo, sugudagoo. It's Brooke Shields or Angelina Jolie.
Rob. Gotta be Brooke Shields.
It is Brooke Shields. Yeah.
I was like, there's no way Angelina Jolie.
Way it's
No. I forget where I was. I was like my wife used to work at a
liquor store.
An online thrift store or something.
An online liquor store.
Yeah, and they were at this event, and at the event, everybody was talking like, Brooke Shields is here, Brooke Shields is here. And I happened to like leave the tent, and Brooke Shields was right in front of me. And she was very tall, very, very tall. And we made eye contact.
So you're basically married.
Practically, right? So what I wanted to say was like, oh, I loved you in Furry Vengeance, which is a movie she was in with Brendan Fraser that absolutely tanked. Nobody saw it. I didn't see it either. I just thought it would be funny to be like, I loved you in that movie that everyone hates and nobody saw. But I didn't.
I met Brooke Shields once, and she was just sitting there talking my ear off. I said, geez, you're a real babbling brook.
Robbie, you got another question, Robbie?
How old is Scott's niece? I was really scraping the bottom of the barrel for these questions.
I have two niece.
Very good.
They're on my legs.
Yep.
Yep.
How old is Scott's niece? 5, 6, 7, or 8?
Billy, 8.
No, it's not 8.
Andy, 5.
It is not 5.
Damn.
Is it 6 or 7?
Go Billy, 6.
It is 6. She is 6 years old.
All right. What other film do Tim Allen and Spencer Breslin, that's the kid elf, what was his name?
Curtis?
In the movie? Curtis. What other movie do they appear in together? Is it Galaxy Quest, Wild Hogs, Zoom Academy, or the Santa Claus 3?
Rob. Is it just the Santa Claus 3?
It isn't. I tricked you. I tricked you something rotten.
Billy, is it Galaxy Quest?
It is not Galaxy Quest.
Oh.
Is it, Rob, is it Wild Hogs?
It is not Wild Hogs. It is Zoom Academy.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah,
Me neither.
I saw Wild Hogs.
Yeah, how was that?
Not good.
Yeah, it looks dreadful.
Yeah, it's not good.
What was it? Oh yeah, after this movie, my wife and I was like, "Do you like Tim Allen?" She was like, "No," and I was like, "Well, like, he's good in the Santa Claus. He's good in Toy Story." And she was like, "And that's it." And I was like, "Whoa, Galaxy Quest."
Home Improvement, brother?
I never watched Home Improvement.
No, that was a good show.
Do you remember Jungle to Jungle?
Yes.
I do. Yeah. My
Yes,
wife loves that movie.
I used to have that on VHS.
Me too.
Why is there a 2 in the title? It's not a sequel. What are you doing?
Very culturally sensitive movie.
Of course.
Really?
Of course. Isn't that Paul Dano?
I don't remember.
Isn't that him?
Oh.
Isn't that
I
the
don't
guy who plays the Riddler in the Batman?
Yes, but I don't remember if that's him in the movie, and there's no way of us knowing.
There is zero way.
There's absolutely no way of knowing. Oh, by the way, did you guys know Judge Reinhold's real name isn't Judge, it's Ernest?
No, Judge is way
No,
cooler.
it's Edward Ernest, and they called him Judge. Apparently, they nicknamed him Judge because as a baby, he had a serious face. He's a fucking baby. You can't give a baby a nickname. That's insane. That's an insane thing to do.
Robbie is pissed.
It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. I'm sorry. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree.
But
That is not Paul Dano.
It's not. Who is it?
It's Sam Huntington. He's a Long Island boy, I guess, because he's from Huntington.
Very good. Do you have another trivia?
I do. Also, Martin Short is in Jungle to Jungle too.
Is he?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Wow.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while since I watched that.
What is Scott's niece's name? Is it Lucy, Lisa, Lauren, L'Oreal?
Andy. Lucy.
It is Lucy.
Nice.
Wow.
Lucy in the sky with reindeer.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
Well, that was
Robbie.
Yeah.
Well, Robbie, I don't know about you, but I wrote a song.
I also wrote a song. That's fucking crazy.
Yo, flip that pick, brother.
Call it.
Heads.
It was Tails, brother.
Damn.
I win. I had the better song. Bye, everybody. It's the end of the song. End of the show. I'll go first.
Okay.
My song is called The Naughty List. And it was a song I was just having a good time with. Very... some gang vocals, some harmonies, guitar and bass driven. I wrote it on bass before anything else because I wanted to do that.
Whoa.
I'm just talking. I'm just rambling on. So my song is called The Naughty List. It's inspired by the Santa Claus 2. I can't really say it's about the Santa Claus 2, but it was definitely inspired by the Santa Claus 2. Have I said enough yet?
I believe you've met your quota. Yeah.
Good. All right. Excellent. This is my song called The Naughty List.
Susan cheated on a test. Michael stared at the teacher's chest. Dan knocked down a robin's nest. They're all on my naughty list. Sharon stole her sister's clothes. Steve still picks his nose. Jason jerks off 2 toes. They're all on my naughty list. Naughty, you've been 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 naughty. Martha stole the neighbor's cat. Henry called his sister fat. Henry's sister cut off Henry's sack. And they're all on my naughty list. Ralph beat up a nun. Becky wakes up and goes for a run. Arthur watches go for fun. They're all on my naughty list. Naughty, you've been 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 naughty. Naughty, you've been 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 naughty. Every little kid is getting cold this year. Every boy and girl is getting cold this year. Every little child is getting cold this year. Every boy and girl is getting cold this year. All around the world. start of this year, so I'm spreading cold, not Christmas cheer. When you run downstairs, look under your tree. You won't find any presents from me.
So that's my song called The Naughty List.
That was fantastic.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The
That
next
was- that was-
time we see each other, you're going to have to sign my tits.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
tempt me with a good time, brother.
I loved it, man. It was
That
awesome.
was really good. I
Thanks.
like the gang vocals. I like the at the end you just go all over. You're like, all right, halftime break. Hell yeah, a little breakdown, and then a fucking rap. Okay. Hell yeah.
I was just having a good time with this one.
Yeah.
This is one of those songs where I had a good time writing it. Because I was like, there's nothing to say about this movie. There's nothing to write about. There's nothing to latch onto. So these kids are on the naughty list.
It inspired that fucking song, and that's awesome.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. I did a little bit of the pleasure is pain vocals there, doing the naughty. You've been naughty.
Oh,
you've been
yeah,
naughty.
yeah.
Yeah. So a little bit of that there, and yeah, and people who like wake up and go for runs or watch golf or jerk off the toes, they're on the naughty list. They're getting cold.
Sure.
I'm shaming your fetishes, everybody.
Sure.
Like golf and toes.
Yeah.
Just shaming myself, brother. All right, Andy, tell us all about your song.
Okay, my song is called Secret Santa, and it's kind of about how, Charlie's like, oh man, I can't tell nobody my daddy's Santa. And then, like, at the end, that girl is like, Charlie's stepsister is like,
I'm stuck in the washing machine.
no. she's like, wait a minute, you are Santa. Like, they tell her that he, but then they're like, but you got to keep it a secret. So my song is about that in particular. And I got this delay pedal, a Canyon delay pedal, and it's got this delay setting called Shimmer, and it gives a real bright sound. So I was like, yeah, Christmas, bright Christmas, sure. So yeah, I've had this riff laying around for a while, and it always made me think of Christmas. So here it is. It's called Secret Santa.
Santa
Fucking awesome. I love the solo.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
I love the whole thing.
I thought it was funny to be like, hey, so yeah, he's Santa Claus, and you know that now, but if you tell anyone, we'll fucking kill you. Anyway, check this shit out. What? You know?
Yeah. Andy wrote a song threatening to kill a 6-year-old.
I sure did.
That was awesome. I love the bass in it. The bass sounded really cool.
Thank you. I do drums first, and I was just like jamming, and at the end I just did something. I was like, I fucked it up. Whatever, I'll fade it out. And then at the end, I thought it was funny that the song just falls apart. So I was like, I'll just fucking leave it.
I liked it. I liked the ending, actually.
Man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I also prepared a song myself, guys, but I don't have one.
Oh man.
No,
I mean,
it's fantastic. You guys are super creative, man. It's fucking cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I loved it.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Andy, real quick, your song did sound very Christmassy. That was a very Christmassy, especially at the beginning.
Yeah. It's like I wrote that a long time ago, and I was like, this is a fucking Christmas song. Shit. So yeah, I saved it for a movie that I could not, write a song about.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart a la carte. Someone brought you your brain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Robbie, what we got going on next week there?
Oh, that's a great question, because we're not just doing a story, Andy. We're doing a Christmas story.
Wow.
And who is your guest?
We have Zach Zorovich. I think it's Zorovich. I gotta ask him. It's Zorovich, right? CH?
Dorovich. Yeah,
I think so too. It's good we'll question on the podcast, and then I'll ask him next week. So we get answers to questions next week.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how it works.
Billy, that's fantastic, man. He's a great guest, and enjoy.
He is. He's a very funny comedian, just like yourself, Billy.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
And can you do us all a favor one more time?
Yes.
Could you promote your socials and anything you got coming up?
Well, it is Billy Geyer XOXO on Instagram and Billy Geyer on Facebook, Geyer. I have a few shows coming up December 21st at the Church of Satire. I believe it's in upstate New York. And February 8th at McGuire's Comedy Club in Bohemia. Nice.
I just gave Billy a follow. You should do the same.
I already do.
I definitely give you a follow, man. Follow back. Thank you.
Yeah. I have seen Billy stand up before a long time ago, and it was hilarious.
Oh shit! Where was that?
Probably One-Eyed Jack's.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
a long time
a while ago.
Yeah, that was back when I was a New Yorkie over there, but it's still in my blood. It's still in my fucking blood.
No. Andy, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you tell the good people where they can find our tunes, our jams, our music, our slams?
All right. So, good people, continue listening. If you are a bad person, turn this off right now.
No, there are more bad people than good. We need the bad people.
Shit.
Listening.
All right. Just stick around. Just stick around no matter what. You go to Spotify, you go to Apple Music, Deezer, wherever you get your music.
Cram Sleuth.
And you type in The Royds, and you will find a large amount of songs, both about podcasts. About movies from the podcast.
All our songs are about podcasts.
We have another podcast where we write songs about podcasts. Actually, it's a movie that we made where we write songs about podcasts. It's a whole thing.
Yeah,
but
it's 90 minutes of us just writing songs.
Yeah. But you go if you want everything, you go to the TheRoydsBandcamp.com, and you will find well over 200 songs about movies, guest songs, bonus songs, original Royds stuff that's not about movies. It's all there. It's all there.
Andy, we're up to 300 at that point. If
Damn.
Bandcamp, including all of our studio stuff.
Damn.
Yeah. You have so much music to listen to.
Yeah, but also, Robbie's going to tell you, but also the YouTube has all the songs, all the musics.
You're
Also, Christmas is canceled. A Christmas holiday tradition. Videos on YouTube.
Go check
it
that out.
Yeah. Robbie, the socials.
Oh, you go to Instagram. You go to TikTok. You go to YouTube. You type in TheRoydsBand. There we are. There we be. Type it in and you'll see all the stuff that we post. You can send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. Any communication you have with us is great. If you request a movie, we will do that movie. Let us know how you feel about our songs. Any feedback is great. I think I already said that, but it's okay to repeat yourself. That's going to be my New Year's resolution, to repeat myself more. People like that.
Yeah, leave a 5-star review and tell your friends, and we really appreciate you listening.
Yeah. And if you're listening to you on YouTube, if you're listening to YouTube, I don't know. I guess you're just listening to their terms of service. But if you're listening on YouTube, leave us a comment and give, subscribe and all that wonderful stuff. Bell.
Yeah. And Billy, thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much, guys. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, awesome time, Billy. Again, check out Billy everywhere.
We will always have the Santa Claus 2.
Unfortunately, yes.
All right. Next week, we're doing A Christmas Story. Thanks again, Billy. Bye, everybody.
We'll see you, lady.
Christmas is cancelled, hear all the children cry. Christmas is cancelled because Santa Claus has died. It was Christmas Eve, Santa went out on his sleigh, but he had too much eggnog before going on his way. He crashed into a building and he burnt into a crisp. They needed dental records to identify Saint Nick. Christmas is cancelled, hear all the children cry. Christmas is cancelled because Santa Claus has died. Christmas is cancelled, hear all the children cry. Christmas is cancelled, so come say your last goodbyes. A crowd began to gather at the gory scene downtown, 'cause Santa couldn't help himself and had another round. So go and tell the children, take down the Christmas cheer, 'cause Santa gave some hard cider to 6 of his reindeer. Christmas is cancelled, hear all the children cry. Christmas is cancelled because Santa Claus has died. Christmas is cancelled, hear all the children cry. Christmas is cancelled, you can smell Kris Kringle fry.
What a wacky and wild Christmas, right? Who could that be? Hey, it's Alfred and the Woodchucks. What's up, guys?
Well, I never got my hula hoop because
Yeah, we heard. Now where was I? Oh yeah.
Mrs. Claus now sits up at the North Pole all alone. The elves have all gone when she puts up the Christmas tree. 'Cause she had taken out a life insurance policy. Christmas